Hey, you, I need you to hit the subscribe button below.
Unity. Yeah. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it.
Comes down to it, real, like we was just going to it. God's voice is unto the men. We gotta come together. You got to find a way to get yourself on this side, get built up, so that way you could teach your people. You could come and put your bricks in for the kingdom of heaven, right? That's important.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 28, verse 11. Now,
11:28. 11:20. I'm a little dyslexic when it comes to that. So when it comes down to it, bro, you got to find out how you want to go to the kingdom, right? You want to make it to the heaven. You want to make it to heaven. So, bro, it's stipulations to it. You know what I mean? Matthew 11:28.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor.
God, Christ said, come unto me, all ye that labor. All you that's going through your trials and tribulations, all you that's laboring, because this is a battle, this is a fight. You battling sin. You know what I'm saying? You're battling the lust of the world. You're working towards the kingdom, right? Read on.
And are heavy laden.
And are heavy laden. You're heavy laden because of the works that's going on around you. You're heavy laden because of the sin that's all over the place. You're battling yourself. You're battling the world. You're battling work. You come home and you're battling. You're battling. You're always battling. Damn it. So Christ said, come unto me that's heavy laden. Read on.
And I will give you rest.
Christ said he going to give you rest. We going to get rest. That means come on, bro. Zephaniah 2:1. That means come on, bro. You got to come to the school. You got to find your way to the school. The school. Hey, he live. My brother right here live in Colorado Springs. So yeah, he come to the school every week. Pueblo is only 40 minutes from Colorado Springs. So guess what? That's just an extra 40-minute drive for you, right? Read that.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We the nation not desired, bro. We the nation not desired. What tribe you from, bro? You from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Judah is definitely a tribe that's not desired.
Right.
Because everybody, see now this is the thing though, Judah is the trendsetter, but nobody desire to beat Judah. You know, Judah starts something, everybody want to do it. Judah starts sagging, everybody sag. Judah wear tight pants, everybody want to wear tight pants.
Right.
So I'm saying, everybody want to beat Judah, but everybody want to do what Judah do, but nobody want to beat Judah. That exactly. Right. They know what you're going through, but they don't want to step in your shoes. Right. You know what I mean? So it's stipulations when it comes down to it. Give me 1 Corinthians 11. Let's go back to verse 3. Because I'm not sure how much times you watch us. I'm not sure how many times you know. But
I watch y'all all day at work.
Oh, and that's dope, bro.
If I'm not watching, I'm listening.
That's dope. That's dope.
Because I get on YouTube a lot, you know, just catch up on the news, see what's going on in the
Right.
And I'm just like,
I get. Yup.
The word, you know what I'm saying?
Yup.
All day.
Right.
You know, it's been a big battle. Like, who am I? Where am I coming from?
Right.
And why do I feel this way?
Yup.
Why am I being treated like this all the time? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because
Yup. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. And when it comes down to it, watch this. 1 Corinthians. What you getting?
I got it.
Okay, go ahead. Read.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man praying or prophesying.
Every man praying or prophesying. Read on.
Having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So our head is Christ. Our leader is Christ. So every man praying or prophesying or going through the scriptures, or when the scriptures open and you're hearing the word, or while you're at work and you're listening to it and your head is covered, you're dishonoring Christ. So there you go, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, it don't take you much to. That brother, hey, all praises. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, because God said His voice is unto men. So He calling you, bro. He calling you, bro. He calling you to come put your work in the plow. Come put your hand in the plow. Come do the work, so that way you can secure your place in the kingdom. and definitely be of that chosen, that 144.
I'm trying to be that 144.
Hey, bro, hey, it's written, bro. Hey, if you want to do that, man, be that, bro. So a man thinking, so is he. Put in the work and move. Like, hey, listen, I don't care, because this is the elect. This is the elect. What is it? No, shall distance, shall
what's your separation?
Find it for me real quick, because that scripture is gonna hit home for you, brother. Because I'm gonna tell you straight, when it comes down to it, Romans 35 and what? 8:35. Bring that out. Romans 8:35. You got it? Sir. Read that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ?
Who gonna make us stop keeping God's commandments? Who gonna make us stop putting our all into trying to get the kingdom? Read on.
Shall tribulation or distress or persecution?
So, hey, dang, man, you know what, man? I'm going through all this, man. Oh, man, I can't congregate no more. Oh, man, I can't wear no fringes no more. My job told me I ain't supposed to wear them. Oh, man, I can't keep the Sabbath no more, man. Shall tribulations and all these distresses make us stop keeping God's commandments? Read on.
Or famine, or nakedness,
or famine, or nakedness. Read.
Or peril, or sword. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
You know what that mean? That mean we got to sacrifice. That mean you got to sacrifice. You gonna be killed. That mean your pocket's gonna hurt. That means you gonna go through some stuff to show God you love him.
Right.
To show God, you know what? I want to be that elect. I want to be a part of your army. I want to be that one that's chosen. So you know what? Let me put in more effort. Let me put in as much as I can. You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes down, what's the scripture say that we can't go far enough? Sirach. It's a Sirach. We can't go far enough for God, bro. We cannot go far enough for God. When it comes down to it, bro, you got to put in your work, bro. God is calling you. You gonna work.
43:30.
You gonna work more for the white man, or then you gonna work more for the Lord? Sheesh, bro, that's crazy. Well, I'm gonna tell you straight. Hey, boy, that ain't even to even think about that myself is like, oh hell no. I pray God don't never take his spirit from me.
That's right.
Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 43, verse 30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can.
So when you come to serve the Lord, you come to keep his commandments, you come to do these things, exalt him as much as you can. Read on.
For even yet will he far exceed. And when you exalt him, put forth all thy strength.
Put forth all your strength when you serving God. Read on.
And be not weary.
Don't get tired. Don't get tired of serving God. Don't get tired of putting in the work. Don't get tired of saying, man, Dad, I drive an hour and a half every Saturday. Every week, I drive an hour and a half. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. When I first got into this, to this truth, bro, I put in, I think, over 300,000 miles in my car. The first couple of years, just driving back and forth, driving every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, back and forth to the school. I put over 300,000 miles in my truck. I put it all, bro. I was like, hey, if my car give out, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to catch a ride. I gave it all, bro. I did whatever I had to do. Read on.
Be not weary, for you can never go far enough.
Don't get tired, because you can't never go far enough, because you were supposed to be put to death, bro. For the stuff that we've been doing, there's no way that we're supposed to receive mercy from Christ. There's no way that we're supposed to receive a grace period. For the things that I did, I know I'm supposed to be dead right now. Ain't no way in heck that I could be standing here right now and saying that, you know what, God, I can't do it no more. Nah, man, God gave me a chance. I'm gonna keep his commandments, and I'm gonna go as hard as I can. Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Because it's important that you got to understand that, man. That means, you know what that means? That means as quick as you took that hat off, when you heard that you ain't supposed to have your head covered when you coming out the scriptures, that's as quick as you supposed to come and find out how to come and congregate. Come on this side to learn and teach your people. You know what I'm saying? Keep your fringes on. Put your fringes and your borders of blues on. You know what I'm saying? And if your job tell you that you can't have it, tuck it. You know what I'm saying? Have it underneath. Right.
But I was just wondering, like,
yeah, you're Supposed to have them on. You don't see my tank top? My tank top got them on. Got them on my tank tops.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, on all my clothes, bro. Hey, it's not a day that you will never see me without fringes, bro. You will never see me without fringes. That's a commandment. I used to work in the kitchen, right? The kitchen manager used to tell me, "Hey, you can't have those on because it's a fire hazard. You could be cooking one day and it could catch on fire." Guess what I did? Tucked them. Bam. Okay, so hey, you saying I can't have them? Guess what? While I'm on shift, I'm gonna tuck them. Soon as my shift over with, bam. There you go, walking out of here. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you can, bro. Read that, Ecclesiastes 9 and 10.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with all thy might.
Whatsoever your hand finds to do, that means whatsoever you find to do in the Lord, do it with all your might. Read.
For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave.
There is none of that in the grave if you dead. And you can't put in the work for God. You can't show God how much you love him if you dead. So do it while you alive, while you got breath in you. Do it with all your might, because you can never go far enough. You understand what I'm saying? Put in all you got, bruh. Right now you standing right here to this day. Bruh, heaven and earth is a witness against you right now, bruh. You standing right here, you got breath in your lungs, give it all you got. Give no excuses. Find out, give solutions, because we men, we leaders. All we got is solutions. We've been given problems all our life. Hey, you got this ABC. You got to pay this bill, that bill. We work, we get paid, we pay all the bills, and we ain't got nothing for ourselves. Bro, we live that life, bro. We've been given problems all our life. Now it's time for us to come together and give solutions. Damn it, what we gonna do for the community? Father, what more can I do for you? What more can I do? And that's what King Solomon asked. King Solomon ain't asked for money, he ain't asked for riches, he ain't asked for these things. He asked for a wisdom to judge God's people. And because he asked for that, God says, you know what? I'm going to give you everything you didn't ask for. A long life, money. I'm going to give you all the things, all the desires. I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to give you a big kingdom. I'm going to give you the biggest bank account. You know what I'm saying?
I want a lot of slaves.
Hey, there you go. There you go. And if that's what you want, you got to put the work in for it. Because that's the promise that was given to our people. So, bro, this is a life or death situation. This ain't even no joke. I'm telling you all this because I love you, bro, and I want to see you at the school. You know what I'm saying? Make your way down there, bro. And guess what? There will be no excuses for no other brother, because guess what? You set the bar. You set the tone. I'm coming from Pueblo every week to come over here and get built up to learn God's commandments. I'm coming here. There is no excuse for nobody else that lives here. There is no excuse for nobody else that lives in Colorado Springs, because you live farther. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna set that tone. You the first fruit of Pueblo. You gonna be that leader to step up and say, you know what, that's me.
That's right.
I'm that guy.
Right.
Watch that. Read Romans chapter 8. Did I say Romans? Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 6. Watch this. Because this is a question that you got to answer, bro. It's a question that you got to answer, because God voices unto you. He's asking, who gonna stand up for me? Watch this. Isaiah 8 and verse 6.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse
6 and 8. 6 and 8.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying.
So you heard the voice of the Lord. This is the voice of the Lord right here. Read on.
Whom shall I send? And
so God said, he heard the voice. You hearing the voice of the Lord saying, who gonna send him? Who gonna be the one to step up? Who gonna be the one to come out of Pueblo to say, all right, it's gonna be me? Read.
And who will go for us? Then I said, here am I, send me.
That's your response to God. Here am I, send me. Psalms 94 and 16. Because when it comes down to it, God is looking for somebody to stand up for him.
That's right.
Who are you going to send? Your response should be, here am I, Lord, send me. Right. Read that.
Book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
There you go the question. Who gonna rise up against me? Who gonna rise for me against the evildoers? Here's the evildoers. Here's what the evildoers did. But then again, we got the evildoers amongst our own people. We killing ourselves, selling dope to one another. We in gangs. We doing all these things that we ain't supposed to do. God said, who gonna stand up against the evildoers for him? Read.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who gonna stand up for God against the workers of sin? against those people who doing the things they're not supposed to be doing. Remember, the world walk on in darkness and it's out of order. You got to be that one to say, send me, Lord. I'm the one that I'm going to be the light in Pueblo. I'm going to be the one out here to do the work. I'm going to be the one out here to shine the light so my people can know the path that you got required for them. Deuteronomy 10 and 12. You done with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Because when it comes down to it, Rel, you got to be that one to stand up and say, that's me. But you got, in order to do that, you got to come on to the school, get built up to that level. And then you could teach. Right? Hold that. Hebrews 5 and 12. 5 and 12 or 12 and 5? Well, there's some ought to be teachers. 5 and 12.
Book of Hebrews chapter 5 verse 12. For when the time ye ought to be teachers.
So right now, you know you're an Israelite. You be like, yeah, man, hey, bro, I'm Israel, man. Hey, bro, you Israel too. Hey, man, hey, get this. Hey, come here, let me show you something real quick. God said, read that again.
For when the time ye ought to be teachers.
But when there's time that you should be a teacher, you think that you should be teaching, you think that you could tell somebody and show them and everything like that. Read on.
Ye have need that one teach you again.
You got need that one teach you again. You know why? Because it's still things that you need to work on. It's still things that you need to build up and get up out of you, so that way you can teach in front of your people, that you can show them, so that you won't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't teach you not to smoke weed and smoke cigarettes and stuff, and I'm going home rolling up a Dutch, rolling up a cigarillo, rolling up a backwood. I can't do that. That's why I had to quit, because I had to be that leader. There's no way I could be a hypocrite standing right here to tell you to stop smoking, and I'm doing it myself. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
That's it. Go ahead.
For you have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
Which be the first principles of the oracles of God. Get 2 Ezra 14 and 14 real quick. Because right now it comes down to it, bro. This is life or death.
That's right.
This is life or death, bro. This is life or death. And it's amazing that you know you whipped around, came up, you like, oh snap, you jumped out like, hey, all praises. That's good. That means that your spirit is in the right place. Now, when it comes down to it, your actions is what God looking at. You know what I'm saying? You might talk a good talk, you might be all of this, but when it comes down to it, if your actions ain't matching up with what you talking, if you ain't walking what you're talking, then you need to walk out. That's what God gonna tell you. That's right. 2 Ezra 14:14.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, verse 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts.
Start off first at verse 13.
2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 13. Now therefore set thine house in order.
Now therefore set your house in order. Are you married, bro? Engaged? Okay, so you're getting there. You're getting there, so you ain't there yet. All right, we're gonna touch on that. I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going. So you know where I'm going, right? So God says set your house in order. So before it comes to setting your household in order, it's talking about you. Set yourself in order. You got to be able to get yourself in order, right? So it's like this, real, like the example I just gave you. I can't be telling you not to smoke if I'm smoking. So in other words, before I jump the gun, let's finish this real quick.
Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people.
See, you got to get yourself in order, get your house in order, then you can go and correct your people. That's right. So right now, because when it comes down to it, you got to make sure that you're orderly in everything that you're doing, that you ain't in sin. Because right now it's extremely important that you be that example. Right? Read on.
Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
Now you renounce corruption. Once you get all that in order, you renounce corruption. Now you go out there and now you show people how to do it. Right? Read on.
Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off the weak nature.
Let go of the mortal thoughts. Put off the burdens of men. What's burdens of men? Sometimes we got bills that's due. Sometimes we ain't got no gas in the car. These are burdens of man. Right. And guess what? You know what that's gonna do? A weak man will say, I'm not gonna go all the way down there because I ain't got no gas. But guess what? The man that put forth his all and everything that he do, he gonna reach out to the brothers. Hey, listen, brothers. Hey, this is a job for me this week. I don't get paid until next week. I ain't got gas in the car. Can somebody spot me? Oh, for sure. Full tank going and coming, bro. What's up? You good? In order for you to keep the commandments, I'm gonna do all I need to do to make sure you get there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a weak man will make an excuse. That's gonna be that burden of man right there. Hey, God said, put off the weak nature. The weak nature is excuses. It's damn man, you know what? I'm stressed. I gotta go home and I gotta go roll a blunt. That's weak nature. God said Malachi 3:16. I don't get it. God said Malachi 3:16. Call your brothers. Reach out to your brothers when you feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So now when it comes down to it, get Exodus 22:16. It's very important that you understand this, real, because I can't let you leave here and I ain't tell you. You probably watched a million classes about it, but dang it, I got to make sure my soul is clean. When it comes down to Ezekiel 3:17, my hands is clean because I gave you the law. You understand what I'm saying? And hey, when it comes down to it, I can't be hasty to credit you. That's why the scriptures say I gotta prove a friend. So in order for me to prove you, you got to come to the school. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to prove you, bro, if I don't know you. Come on over. Read that, Exodus 22:16.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid,
You know where I'm going.
that is not betrothed, and
So if you spit game to a girl and she hearing you, she like, oh man, this dude got all the game. Woo the woo. And hey, now you get her in the bed. You entice a maid that is not betrothed. That means she don't belong to nobody. Read on.
and lie with her,
Now you lay down with her. Right? Read on.
he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
That means he will make her his wife. That means you must marry that sister. Because if you at home, is that the mother of your children? That's the mother of your kids. You laying down with her? You got 3 kids by her. God said if you laying down with her, you will make her your wife. That's two different. This scripture is showing you something right here. It's showing you that sex is not marriage.
Right.
Because if you laying down with her, what's the next step that it tell you? If a man lay down, read that part.
If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her.
So he lay down with her. So why don't tell you if a man entice a maid and he lay down with her, they married? Why don't it say that? It don't say that. It say if a man lay down with her, you will surely make her your wife. It didn't say if you lay down with her, that's your wife. That's not what that said. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
And lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
I mean, you will make her your wife because God will judge you, bro. When it comes down to it, God will judge that. If you not coming to a point where you say, you know what, let me do this the right way, because right now we've been engaged for how long? 5 years. Oh, you've been engaged for 5 years. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you right now, Rel, boy, that's some nigga shit.
Nah, we've been together for about 5 years.
You've been together for about 5 years. See that's some stuff that a brother do that when he don't really want her to go nowhere, but he don't really want to keep her either. He like, just in case if you a bat out of hell, I'm gonna kick you to the curb, but I find something better, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna tell you gotta get rid of that mentality, bro. Because right now God said if you laying down with her, you better marry that sister.
That's right.
You better make her your wife. Right. Because that's one of the main reasons, one of the problems in our community today. Right? Read on Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Get that. Because right now it comes down to a realm. Make haste. Shoot, you don't need no lavish wedding. You don't need $20,000 to throw no wedding so everybody come around and be happy and party because of your wedding. Shoot, I went to the courthouse. I got a paper, a stamp, $164. I'm good. I'm married. I'm keeping the laws. I'm only here to please God. That's my whole reason of being, is to please God. Forget that whole wedding with the pigeon, the white pigeons flying and people throwing rice at you and all this other stuff. Forget that. You better make sure that you right with God. Read that, Hebrews 13:4.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
See that? Marriage is honorable in all. That's an honorable thing. God said that's an honorable thing when you marry his daughter. That's his daughter, and you are the son of God. So you got to be able to step up to that position and say, you know what? I'm gonna honor you, Father, and honoring my marriage. I'm gonna marry her. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the right thing to do. Read on.
But whoremongers and adulterers.
What's a whoremonger? A hoe. A hoe. And what a hoe do? He sleep around. He sleep around all day, right? A whoremonger is somebody who sleep around all day who they call them cocksmen in Jamaica. They go around just laying down babies. That's a whoremonger. Yeah. That's what you got. You gotta really Because God is telling you something right here, Rel. Read that again.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Whoremongers and adulterers, God gonna judge. That means God gonna put you to death. God will put you to death. Get married, man. Do that thing, man. Seal it up. Get the paperwork. Do what you gotta do.
That's right.
Do what you gotta do.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.